Hey sisters, welcome back to my channel. You know I'm always coming to you with those relatable topics, and if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, tell a friend to tell a friend, and by the look to the title, you already know what we're gonna get into. So let's get right into the video. Okay sis, so here we are again with another relatable video. I know we all been down this road as usual, unfortunately, because we're women. We just have to go through it, right? But this video, I just want to chat with you guys on a more personal level. I'm not here to really preach to you, but I am here to encourage you. And if you haven't already, make sure to tell a friend about my channel. Pretty please, I would very much appreciate it. And make sure they subscribe too, okay? So, your ex. Your ex doesn't have the final say, okay? Your ex should not be the one to construct criticism against your life, okay? Your ex was just a small aspect of your life, okay? During your time with that individual, whether it was good or bad, does not define you. So whatever they have to say after the breakup, okay, after the separation, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter, because guess what? They're out of your life. Their opinion is no longer valued, and I need you to understand that, sis. This is a thing, okay? A lot of us, we go through breakups and we let the ending get to us, okay? We let the arguments and the disrespect and the hitting below the belt resonate and stay with us when we have a breakup. And this is what I need you guys to do, okay? Whenever you have a breakup, just remind yourself that all of the baggage that came with that relationship is leaving with the person. So you're not gonna sit there and dwell on your resentment and say, oh my God, I regret being with this person. Oh my God, what did I do? Da 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 da. No. All of that is gonna go out the door with your person, okay? Because it doesn't matter anymore. It's over. It's completely over. What happened between you guys is no longer significant, because you know why? You're moving on. You're looking forward, not backwards. You don't need to be practicing to bring your baggage with you from past relationships. This is a pattern that a lot of us need to break. We need to break that. Understand that what happened with that person stays with that person, because guess what? Certain people bring out certain aspects in you. Okay? There's a saying that men will marry a woman that could bring out the good in him. Right? So everybody brings out something different within a person. Your attribute to a person is what counts. So if he was in your life and he brought out the worst of you, okay, like it was like the worst time of your life, the worst chapter of your life, a chapter that you don't want to hold on to, you don't want to cherish, you don't want any memories of, throw it all away, sis. Throw it out the door with him. Tell him bye and tell the memories bye. I know it's hard to completely let go, but I mean, you're doing yourself a favor, because you have two choices, okay? You have two choices. You can either let it break you or build you. And sisters, I know we are all strong, independent women, right? So we're gonna let it build us, right? And the only way to do that is to completely let it go. What he has to say about you towards the end of a relationship, it's irrelevant, because guess what? Hurt people, okay? He's not gonna have anything positive to say, and neither are you. Let's just keep it real. Neither will you. You're gonna have everything negative to say about him because you, despite the fact that the relationship did not work out. So, what does it matter what your ex has to say? Their final words against you does not matter. And I specifically did this video for the ladies that get caught up in their feelings, caught up in their emotions because of what was said during a breakup. I have a lot of clients that are like, well, he said I this, he said I that. Girl, it doesn't matter anymore because guess what? He wasn't saying that in the beginning. Okay, he was also happy in the beginning, or he didn't have any complaints as such in the beginning. Of course he's gonna have them now because he wants to try to put you down. He wants to try to embarrass you. He wants you to feel stupid for leaving him. So he's gonna say anything. And guess what? A man can only do what you allow him to do, sis. Like, point blank, period, okay? He can only do what you allow him to do. So if you want to sit back and be in your feelings over what is being said about you by your ex, knowing that it's just coming from anger, then that's your choice. But don't allow anybody to have power over you in that manner where they'll have you sulking and depressed and just so down and out over them when clearly they weren't worth it in the first place, right? So who cares if what they have to say after the breakup? Who cares? Like, really, who cares? Because the proof is in the pudding. If they were such a good man to you, good individual to you, great attribute to your life, there would be no breakup. You would be happy, and everything would be copacetic. But here you have this person that claimed to once love you, a person that claims to want a life with you or build with you, whatever the case may be, okay? Couple goals, okay? And then all of a sudden, you're the worst thing in the world. You're this, you're that, and the third. Girl, bye. Don't let none of that get to you at all. Because here's the thing. You just kindly need to remind them, like, listen, I wanted you, but I don't need you. That's a powerful difference right there, okay, sis? You wanted them, but you don't need them. And I need you to understand the meaning of that, okay? Because that is going to help you put everything into perspective. Never allow a man to feel like you need him, especially when you're miserable in the relationship. Because that gives them the advantage to want to continue to mistreat you, to continue to have you in this low vibration energy where you're just like stressed, can't think straight, you're not eating right, you're all over the place, can't focus, just a complete mess, okay? And love should not be that way. Love definitely should not be that way, okay? What he has to say about you doesn't mean that it's true. And your close friends and family, okay, they could see all through the BS, okay? They will see all through it. So you don't have nothing to prove, sis. Don't let it get to you. Don't let your ex have the final say over you, okay? You remain the same person that you were before you met them. Now, if you get to the point where you don't even know who that is because you're so heartbroken, then sis, it's time to heal. It's time to get back to you. It's time to redefine you, okay? Because you are the main priority in this thing, not him. He's a man. Like, just keep it real. He's a man. He could go bounce to the next chick, to the next chick, to the next chick without doing any inner work, without fixing anything, because that's just the way society has aligned it, where it's accepted and it's normal for a man to just bounce from relationship to relationship to relationship. But no, you owe it to yourself to have some self respect, some self love, and get back to you after a breakup. It's very important. You don't want to lose yourself after spending some time with someone. That's toxic. Yeah, that's real toxic. If you feel like you lost yourself, sis, that was a whole toxic situation, and it's time to bounce back for it, because like I said to you, you have two choices. You can either let it break you or build you. Okay? You can either become bitter or a better woman from it. The choice is yours. The choice is yours, okay? You want to be bitter or better? You want to let it break you or build you? I mean, the choice is yours, sis. All I'm saying is, why let it affect you so much when they're gone? They're gone. I mean, it's not like you could have changed them to love you the way you wanted to be loved. I mean, if you have to really consider trying to change someone while you're with them, it was a disaster from the get-go, because you shouldn't have to want to change the person. You should allow an individual to come into your life ready and willing to love you for you and the way that you need to be loved, ready to fit your standards and expectations. You're not picking up a project. You don't have time for that. You're not gonna pick up a perspective of what he could be. No, you're gonna pick up what he is, and you're gonna work with your reality. So if that's the case, then you sold yourself short right there, sis. And it's time to get back to reality, get back to you, okay? Understand the difference between needing a man and wanting a man. There's a big difference in the way that they treat you as well because of it. It's a big difference. I mean, you should just be glad that you're seeing his true colors at the end of the day. Because a lot of these men, they play Prince Charming until things don't go their way, and then all hell breaks loose. The mask comes off, okay? They show a side to them that you never saw before, honey. Never saw before. And it's quite mind-boggling. It's quite shocking. But consider it a blessing in disguise, because sometimes we are sleeping with our biggest enemy, sis. Sometimes we are sleeping with our biggest enemy, and we would have never known. We would have never known unless something triggered that individual to start showing their true colors, so you could hear their true intentions, their true thoughts of you, their true perception of you as a human being that they once claimed to love oh so much. It's quite funny how they love you so much when things are going their way. But the minute something switches and they can no longer get the convenience of being in a relationship with you no more, oh wow, it's a whole different person. They no longer care. There's no filter. There's nothing. There's no respect. There's nothing, okay? Then you start to see their true intentions towards you, and yes, it's gonna hurt, sis. It's gonna hurt. You're gonna be oh so shocked. You're gonna be like, wow, like this is the person I had around my friends, my family. This is the person I'm like parading all around town with. Like, got him all up in my life. Yes, and it was a blessing because can you imagine if you had made certain moves with him by your side? Completely a disaster. He probably would have tore your whole world upside down in a split second. Because that's all it takes. One argument, one argument, that's all it takes, sis. That's all it takes, and your world will come crumbling down. And I don't know about you, but if I worked way too hard to get up in life or to get to a certain standard in life, and then here comes this man that I think is my Prince Charming, and he continues to show me his true colors and brings me all the way back down from where I just came from, all hell gonna break loose. Yeah, all hell gonna break loose because love is supposed to uplift you. Love is supposed to encourage you. Love is supposed to support you, give you confidence and courage to keep going up the ladder, not to tear you down. So those little childish antics that your bitter ex has, talking crap about you to all your friends, okay, trying to embarrass you on social media platforms, doing the whole nine to try and diss you all of a sudden, girl, that is everything you needed to see, okay? That is everything you needed to see. Can you imagine if you had married this person? Can you imagine if you had ties to this person financially? Can you imagine if you were married, whole house and kids and the whole nine, investments together, the whole nine, assets, and then this person just to flip the script on you and you're stuck? Like, girl, we in 2021. We don't have time to be stuck. No, we don't. That's just my personal opinion, but we don't. We don't have time to be stuck, sis. Your ex does not define you. You define you. Okay? That's why what he has to say no longer matters. Because guess what? If you was a bomb.com before he met you, you're going to be a bomb.com after he leave you. Because guess what? You stay true to you. And you know what you bring to the table. And maybe he just wasn't man enough for you. I mean, it's okay. It's okay. He just wasn't man enough for you. So why take it literal? Why hang on to every hurtful word that he had to say about you or to you after a separation? Why? Just consider it as baggage, just like him. Throw it out and keep it moving, sis. Hold your head high. Love yourself enough for the both of you. Okay, you hear what I'm saying to you? Love yourself enough for the both of you, because you're gonna remind him, like, I had this down pat before I met you. I'm gonna have it down pat after you leave. Okay, and you gonna look back one day and be like, dang, despite me trying to diss her, she still held her head high. She still did what it do. And now look at her. Yeah, he gonna miss you. Trust and believe he gonna miss you, sis. Take your power back. Okay? Take your power back. We are women. We are very powerful. We just have to tune into that power and know how to utilize it. Especially with these men, because they're real clever. They're real clever, okay? Real clever. So, your ex does not have the final say, sis. He does not. To hell with him. All his negative behavior, right through the door. We don't got time. No, we don't got time. You're not gonna sit there and cry over what he said, that you weren't a good enough girlfriend or baby mother or wife, whatever. All right, you weren't good enough for him, you'll be good enough for the next one. And the next one will appreciate you, respect you, whether y'all are together or not. How about that? Because one man's trash is another man's treasure. Okay, sis? And that's all I wanted to say to you guys. I thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to tune in every week by subscribing. So if you haven't, please hit that subscribe button, sis. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Check out my relationship wellness coaching agency, okay? It's called Diamonds in the Rough. All the information is in the description box down below. Please follow us on Instagram. We just launched a couple weeks ago. I'm very excited and I'm very into helping my sisters. Like, I'm all about uplifting you guys, giving you all the encouragement you need, and being your guide as a relationship wellness coach, okay? It's not all about relationships. Wellness means that your inner wealth, your inner well-being, because your health is your wealth, right? Yes. So sometimes we get so lost in our relationships that we forget about us. We forget about our individual health. And that is why I focus on wellness as well, to help you get back to you and your health, your mindset, everything, sis. So if you want, you can book your consultation. And if you are interested as well in fixing your relationship or solving any relationship issues you may be having at the moment, go ahead and book your one-on-one coaching call on the website. Everything is down below. I appreciate you guys so much. Until next time, God bless.